Asifa, this is LaserBolt coming at you with another Destiny video, and today I got some Destiny 2 information to let you guys know about. Now, I do want to make a point before we get started on this video. This information got posted on Reddit, and it is by a user called Inside Leaker, and he says he has some knowledge and direct connections with someone that works at Bungie, and they give him information every now and then with a few snippets, and he says it's a reliable source. Now, do take this with a grain of salt, guys, because this is not affirmed or confirmed by any reliable source like a taco or a good leak information place. But I said, what's the point of me holding back to this information? It's something that we're gonna have to divulge and discuss, mutually. You guys kind of take it into consideration, see, filter out if it's legitimate or if it's not legitimate, and it's something that you guys think is feasible or not feasible. But my job is to actually report any information in regards to Destiny 2, and that is what I'm doing. And we're gonna go ahead and go each snippet by snippet regarding what this person says that is going to be coming into Destiny 2. Once again, I do want to let you guys know this is not coming from any reliable source. He says he has a connection with someone at Bungie, and this is the information he was able to obtain. Once again, before we get started, want to go ahead and just let you guys know that this is just a rumor, speculation, and it might be true, and it could be 100% true, and it could be 100% wrong. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right on in with what we have to find out. The first bit of information is that there will not be any complete reboot of our characters. He says, my source described it as a clean slate, but not a full wipe. Apparently, our Guardian will still retain the memories, accomplishments, etc., but to the point that we will not be able to carry any gear, weapon, or items over. For example, you'll be able to take your character with you, but you won't be able to take over your Icebreaker, your Mida, any other legendary Paladrone or Luna over to Destiny 2. You'll be able to transfer your character, but you won't be able to transfer any weapon, gear, or items to Destiny 2. This makes sense. There's been a debate between the Destiny community of the people who want to take their character over, people who want to just start fresh. But that's I leave it all up to you guys. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. What would you guys like, or do you guys like this concept where you're able to take your character, but you're not able to take your weapons, gears, or items? Next snippet of information that we get is that there will be 3 new subclasses from the jump. So we will have Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. Those will also be existent, but there will be 3 additional subclasses that will be introduced. So a total of 6 classes within Destiny 2. Now, the old classes like the Titan, Hunter, and Warlock, those will still be the same, but they were going to get a full revamp or rework, including new abilities, perk, visual effects. So basically, we're going to be getting the same subclasses, but with a whole different skill tree, new different abilities, and a set of different visuals. So I guess visuals they mean by the way you do your super and all that nice stuff. Now, I find this to be fine. I did want a total of 6 classes. Even a 9 would have been perfect. The more subclasses, the more not only do we have as content creators to actually create more content, but the more wide range of different game styles that we have to be played within the game. 6 seems to be a perfect number. It balances the old subclasses with the new ones, but I want to know from you guys, do you guys consider 6 to be too little, or would you guys want to see something around 9 or even 12? Let me know that in the comment section down below. Now, here's a bit of disappointing news. It says the game may face a delay into Q1 2018. My source didn't get too specific, but they hinted that they are having issues with the new engine they are using and possibly some hangups regarding narration and staff. So this is what's happening now. I've heard this rumor quite a while, guys. This is not the first time I actually hear that Destiny 2 might get delayed to 2018. It's very interesting that he mentions Q1 because Q1 is the beginning of the quarter, so sometimes around March, between January or February, which would make it a very interesting launch period, especially for Destiny. Now, like I said, this did happen within Destiny 1. They did get delayed. Remember, it was supposed to be released in the summer, and it got pushed from the summer all the way into the winter. I don't see the delay happening. I just don't think the Destiny community would suffice or will survive that much without such a dry content, unless they go ahead and revamp the old raids, introduce a new pack of DLCs, and kind of fill it up with DLC content for Destiny 1. But based on the games that are currently coming out, all 60 FPS, a lot better gameplay, You see, Overwatch did really good. It took a lot of the Destiny community away as well. So I don't see Destiny lasting that long, all the way to 2018, without any new game or a good amount of content being released constantly, not at the rate that we have it right now. So I don't expect this to actually happen, but if it does, I mean, I'll be sad because I really want Destiny 2 to come out now, but I'd rather have a really good game than have a, game that got rushed and produced really quickly, and, it's going to have all these bugs and all these issues. But let me know in the comments section down below if you guys think Destiny would last all the way to 2018 and we have to wait that long, or do you guys want it now? Speaking of FPS, guys, the game is set to be in 60 frames per second. As you guys know, that has kind of been the up tier echelon of games that are currently being released, especially with 4K TV now, better consoles and all that good stuff. So many games look so much better in 60 frames per second, and you don't notice, you don't see too much of the difference if you're used to playing with 30 frames per second. But once you play a game that's 60 frames per second, you come back to a 30 frames per second game, you're going to notice the big difference, and something that Destiny does need to have and implement when Destiny comes into play. Now, the leaker says that they cited technical limitations, not aesthetics, as the reason for it being missing in Destiny 1, and that is all because, we had old gen consoles, we had the 360, the PlayStation 3, and, that kind of hindered us or them to be able to produce the game in 60 frames per second. So it's something I really hope, and this is, I know this is a rumor, but I'm pretty much guarantee that the game will be on 60 FPS. Next up is the power of the darkness will be introduced into gameplay. My source did not elaborate on this. That's what he said. But I can give you guys a quick idea of what the darkness is. You guys know we did get introduced to the darkness in Destiny 1. The darkness is a powerful ancient enemy of the Traveler, tracking it through the cosmos. Once the darkness ruled the universe, and the Hive believed that the light must be consumed for it to reclaim its domination. While never encountered directly, the darkness employs many minions, with some of its most powerful servants being worshipped as deities unto themselves. So that's pretty much an overview of the darkness. And we also have a little snippet that kind of tells us what the darkness is. It says, something hit us, killed our golden age, nearly wiped us out. Only the Traveler saved us, and at a shattering cost. Now this ties into the other information he leaked out, that it says that the speaker will be center of the main storyline. So there we have two. We see the darkness and the speaker playing along as they go hand in hand together. Next up, we get that raids will be longer and much more interesting in terms of mechanics moving forward. So as you guys know, when Destiny 1 came out, we had the Vault of Glass. That one set up a tier for raids, and everybody was like, man, this is amazing, this is awesome. These are difficult, they're fun, they're dynamic, so much exploration. But then we got Crota's End, and it just went from being this epic raid to kind of going down a little bit downhill with Crota. Then we got the next raid, which was the King's Fall raid, and that one kind of raised the bar again. Very nice mechanical raid, good length amount of time that it took to actually complete the raid, and it was pretty good. The difficulty was nice, and it was well balanced. And then we go to this next raid, which is the Wrath of the Machine. This was a fun raid, but it wasn't a long raid. It wasn't a raid that required too many mechanics. It wasn't even harder. It was just a fun overall raid. So I think if we find our balances between all three raids, I guess the best way to put it would be something around the Vault of Glass. If we could get a raid like the Vault of Glass, similar to the Vault of Glass in the sense of its longevity and its mechanics, then I think we would be at a good point between the Vault of Glass and the King's Fall raid. But I want to know from you guys, what is your favorite raid out of all four of them that we've done? Let me know that in the comments section down below. Next snippet of information that he also says is ships will no longer be cosmetic only. No further details are given. Now, if you guys recall, in Destiny 1, ships were going to be playing an important role within the world of Destiny. It wasn't going to be a role in the sense of us just getting on the ship and flying to the tower and just seeing us glide in the galaxy as we get to the tower and head back to orbit and all that stuff. It wasn't meant for that. The ships, the main priority in Destiny 1 before it got released and based on concept art, was to give us the ability to actually have dogfights within space with our ships. That was the main concept of Destiny 1, and it was something I was so excited for when I heard about it, but unfortunately it did not make it into Destiny 1. I am really eager and thrilled and hopeful that it makes it into Destiny 2, because it's something that Destiny does need. Imagine just going to a different planet, right, and finding spare parts for your ship so you can level it up, maybe enhance it with some missiles, maybe put a machine gun turret on it, and then take it out to the battlefield and test it out. If you don't, if it doesn't work out, then you could go find some boosters at another planet. It would just make the game more dynamic, more complex, and it would give some interesting concept to your ship if you're able to customize it and give it a nice overhaul and make it a nice set of having something different to do within the world of Destiny. Next snippet of information we get is that they are implementing some kind of transmogrification feature into the game. Now, I don't even know if I said that word correctly, but that is what they're introducing. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically that gives you the ability to customize your character to the maximum and completely overhaul of your character. So, for example, let's say you get a gear, let's say, the new gold gear that we're getting when we do the survival bounties, and you like that gear, but unfortunately the rolls and the stats are bad and you don't like them, and you keep trying to get the helmet, but every time you get it, the stats are really bad on that gear. So what they're going to do is they're going to allow you to actually transfer stats from a gear that you have it has good stats but it's ugly, to transfer it to the gear that you actually want to have those stats on. So for example, let's say you got the full trials gear, you like the full trials gear but it has bad stats. You're able to get the trials gear, get a gear that has really good stats that might be fugly, and put those stats into the trials gear, which would make it really, really amazing, and something I definitely really wish Destiny had now. But I'm super excited that they're going to be implementing this, if this is the case in Destiny 2. Next snippet of information is that Destiny will be coming to the PC. Now, if you guys have been following my channel, you guys would know that I did tell you guys know about this in my What You Need to Know About Destiny 2 video, that it will be making a debut on the PC, and it's going to be interesting because the more people that are playing Destiny, the more fun it is for everybody, and can't wait for the PC people to join on board that haven't because they don't own a console, or they just choose not to join unless it's on a PC game. Next up, he says that there will be a UI overhaul, more customization features coming. That means that the UI will have a lot of new features, and I can see this playing an important part within the last one that we heard, was that it was going to be coming to PC. Of course, PC does require more UI customization features, so I do see this being a thing in connection to the PC. Now, this next one he mentions is kind of interesting, and he says Eververse will not be as prominent as it is now. So as you guys know, Destiny introduced Eververse right before they started reducing the amount of DLC that were coming out. They started doing a lot of live events, and Eververse played an important role because there was a lot of microtransactions going on. If you wanted a Sparrow, we got the Festival of the Lost, we got the Winter's Fall, and a few other different types of events that required microtransactions. So if you wanted certain gear, you would actually have to be able to spend some money, spend some silver in the microtransaction. Right now, I see that they're based on this information or this rumor, it says that Eververse will not be playing an important be such an important role as it is now. I kind of do see what they're doing this because if you guys remember the job listing that they wanted to have more people developing DLC, I do see that instead of us actually having to purchase with microtransactions, we will have fluent DLC that we're going to be able to purchase and add on to the game, which will kind of hinder or kind of offset the amount of microtransactions with the amount of DLC being purchased. Next, he says that Sir will be playing a new role in the overreaching storyline. So that means that we are going to be able not only to meet Sir, or what his role is and how he became Sir, but we are also going to be able to know the posse or the agents of the 9, the whole crew, which is something I'm really intrigued to find out because they have a very good, nice storyline and a very good Grimoire storyline that would be playing a very nice, important role. And this kind of hinders that we might have some very, very interesting weapons coming into Destiny 2, and super excited if this is a thing. And last but not least, he says new non-Guardian races will be introduced. I did see this coming, and I kind of plays up to what I've been saying quite a long time. If you guys saw once again my Destiny 2 What You Need to Know, there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of information going around that the planets are going to have their different commissaries or different people that we're going to be able to interact with each individual planet, and these are where the new Guardian races will be introduced, and we're going to be able to trade with them, I hope, and get different sorts of weapons, get different sorts of quest lines. It was something that was supposed to be part of Destiny 1, but also got rooted out. But it's something that I'm really looking forward to checking out if that is a thing. Once again, guys, this is just a rumor and speculation that someone posted up saying that he was friends with someone at Bungie that gave him all this information. We could take this with a grain of salt. This could be 100% accurate, and this could be 100% false. But I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think if these rumors would be true? Are you guys happy with what Destiny 2 will be? And if you guys think that it's going to make you want to come back into Destiny if you've left it, or is it going to make you that much excited for Destiny? What was your favorite snippet that you heard within this video, and which was the one that you least liked? Please let me know all that in the comment section down below. Also want to let you guys know, if you could do me a huge favor, if you guys found this video helpful and informative, make sure you guys drop a comment and a like, and don't forget to share it with your friends, because that helps me out quite a lot and exponentially. Also, if you want to get in contact with me, please don't forget, guys, to definitely check out my Twitter. I'll drop a link down below. That's the best way to ask me any question you guys might have. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitch so you guys can stay up to date to all the live content. Don't forget to update and to double check to see that your subscription notifications are turned on so you guys can know when I upload my videos. And don't forget, guys, for all things Destiny 2 and gaming, make sure you keep it locked on this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.